It's the grandson of Right Thought. So as children of the light, it's time that we let our light shine. Be who we are in truth. Come out of the darkness, come out of the lies. See, you realize when you lie, it's due to fear. That's the only reason we lie. See, us children of the light, that is. It's because of fear. The wicked do what wicked do. But as children of the light, we are not to be like the wicked. We are to come out of the world and be separated. Be ye separate, he says. So when we tell a lie, we're doing that out of fear. That's the only reason. Now you have to decide for yourself today. Are you in fear or are you in love? Because nothing puts fear out other than love. See, that's the thing. When we were in our fears, we didn't know how to get out of that. We didn't know how to escape that. You don't know the ingredient that is required to remove your fear. I don't care who you are. You don't know what it is. You're just running around trying to pacify your fears with things in the 3D that never do it. It only gives you a temporary satisfaction or a temporary alleviation of that fear. That's all it does. And then it resurfaces and it comes back stronger. And you have to do something else. And then it comes back stronger. You have to do something else to try to deny your fears and hide them, stuff them. Put shit under the bed, hide shit in the closet. You're not really cleaning your room. You see, when you were a small kid, that's how you cleaned your room. You stuffed your toys under the bed, hid some shit, put some shit under the pillowcase. You just stuffed shit around. Your parent come in there, observe and shit, start ripping shit out. Hey, what the hell? Just look under the bed. Damn, clean this room up right. Get all these shoes and shit from up under this bed and put this shit how it's supposed to be. You see? When you became an adult, you wanted your room cleaned the right way, so you just did it. You want a clean environment, you just do it as an adult. You just say, hey, I gotta do what I gotta do. I can't fake it. You see? Make it look clean, but it's really not. I'm gonna really make it clean. So if you want to get rid of your fears, what does that? Perfect love does that. The Bible says perfect love casts out fear. That's the only thing that's going to do it. And we know that God is love. So in order for you to have no fear, you have to come into union with love. You see? That's the only way. That's the only thing that's going to cast the fear out. I am this, despite my fears that are telling me that I'm not. Well, perfect love. Well, I am that. And then you'll find out that it will switch and to match that. And then you'll say, well, damn, what did I have to fear for in the first place? Exactly. Exactly. See, you didn't know that you were. You didn't know that I am. That's all. You were ignorant. That's what he says. Forgive them. They don't know what they're doing. You see? But when people lie, that's death. And you all have to understand that. You're causing death when you do that. When you bear false witness on a person, you're causing death to happen. Now, I'll give you guys an example of this. When I was young, I had a friend, and she had went to this guy's house to go see him, and then she came back to where we were all hanging out. After she went to see him, she came back. She's crying. She's all runs in the room. We're like, what the hell's going on with her? So, of course, we went to investigate. We went asking her, what's going on with her going on? She says, this guy raped her. She says, this guy raped me. I went over there to hang out with him. He wanted to have sex with me. I didn't want to, and he forced himself and did it anyway. We're like, he raped you? She's like, yes, he raped me. Forced himself on me. So, of course, what do you think us guys do? It's like 4 or 5 of us dudes in the room. We're like, oh, hell no. Motherfucker think he about to rape you. Oh, hell, we about to go deal with this nigga. So, of course, she just left his house. Okay? Which is really his parents' house. So, we get in the car, we ride by. She's like, yeah, that's it, the house right there. So we're like, well, we ain't about to run up in his house. Obviously, this is his parents' house. We could tell. We're like, this ain't his crib. They young and shit. So we like, call him and get him to come outside. We're not going to run up in his mama house and shit. So get him to come outside so we can deal with him. So she calls him. He won't come outside. She's like, come outside. I want to talk to you. He like, no, I ain't coming out there. I saw you in the car with them dudes and shit. I'm not coming out there. So he refused to come outside. So then we get on the phone and we demand him to come outside, right? Well, he won't do it. So his older brother gets on the phone and he's like, hey, look, how can I clear this up with you guys and blah, 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 blah. We're like, hey, man, our friend is saying that he raped her and we want to, talk to him and get to the bottom of this or whatever. But he knew we was about to, do more than that. So he's like, hey man, I'm not gonna let my brother come outside. I know my brother didn't rape her. I was here, and so I know everything that went down and everything. I wasn't in the room with them, but I know how everything went down. My brother told me, and I saw her and everything. I know everything, but he didn't rape her. It was consensual. I just think she feels bad about doing it, and so she feels guilty about doing it or whatever, because she had a guy, she had another dude she was dealing with. So we were like, fuck that shit. We didn't want to hear none of that shit. We all amped up, ready to deal with his brother, right? So one of the guys that we in the car with, he got a gun. He like, man, the hell with that, bro. I'm about to just go over there and shoot the house up. Fuck that shit. So we drive by the house. We like, no. That's we don't know who might be in that house. His brother hears this shit on the phone. He like, oh man, come on, bro, don't do that shit, man. He crying and shit, like he begging for his brother, like, don't do that shit to my brother, man. My brother's a good guy, man. His brother's in the background, like, like pleading for his life and shit. He's like, man, don't come by here, man. My mama house, and this is my dad here, and blah 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 blah. So we ride by the house. Well, the guy that has the gun, he's all amped up. He's like, fuck that shit, I'm gonna fire off a warning shot. So he's shooting shots up in the air in front of their house and shit. To make the long story short, nobody got hurt. We ended up going home and squashing it and talking to his brother and squashing the whole thing. Come to find out, she comes back later and says, and I asked her, I said, I had a gut feeling that he was telling the truth. I told her, I said, did he really rape you, or did you just feel guilty about doing it? She admitted it. She said, I just felt guilty about doing it. So he didn't rape you? No. So we were about to go over here and mangle this dude. Possibly he could have gotten killed, and you lied. You see what I'm saying? So it's a life or death thing, guys. It's not a game when you tell lies on people and you bear false witness. She bore false witness against him, and it almost cost him his life. So it's time that we come out of doing that childish ass, stupid ass shit when we feel guilty about the dumb shit we do. When we do some dumb shit, it's time that we just deal with our own stupidity, our own evil, our own wickedness, our own sin, and our own lack. Stop blaming everybody else for the dumb shit that we have done. That doesn't actually profit you when you do that. Don't you understand that? Don't you know that it doesn't actually do you any good or do you any better to blame somebody else? Did you not read about the garden? Did you not read about when Eve tried to blame the serpent? Did that stop Eve from getting judged? No. When Adam tried to blame Eve, did it stop Adam from being judged? No, it didn't. So how come they just didn't say, I am? Why are they talking about what the serpent did or what the woman did? What about what you did? How about you focus on what you did? Because that's the only thing that should matter to you. Not what someone else did. How are you going to be graded on what someone else did? You're going to take a test at school and your grade is based off of how somebody else did on their test? Are you stupid as hell or what? It's about what you did on your test, nigga, not what the other nigga did on his test. He going to get his grade. You shouldn't be worried about his grade. You mean to tell me you was that student in school? You sat in the classroom and you were worried about what every other student was getting except yourself? That's stupid, retarded, and backwards. And if you're living that way, then shame on you then for being that stupid. Cinderella slipper time, clickety click. Wow, landed right on your shit. It's time that we come out of doing that shit like little ass children, like little ass babies kids. You are children of the light. You don't do that shit. And if you claim to be the children of the light, then shouldn't you treat each other that are other children of the light, that are other people that claim to be children of the light, shouldn't you treat them better? The master said that even the wicked know how to love their own. And you are not better than the wicked? Y'all will lend hoping for something in return again. That's wrong. That's backwards. It's time that we start to lend hoping for nothing in return. Because we're grateful that we have to give. Don't you know that's what abundance is for? They've lied to y'all in this world, man. And if you are of this world, then you are going to die with it. It's that simple. This message is to pull you out of the world and turn your face back to the Father, Abba Yah. That's what this message is to do. It's to show you the Father through the Son. Well, who is the Father? I am. How is he showing me this? Through the truth, the Word of God, which is the Son. You guys say Yahushua is the Word, right? There you have it. So I show you through the Word that I am is the truth. So through the Son, which is the Word, I show you the Father. That's what the grandson's supposed to do. See? Now, if my light is shining to where you can see and understand what I'm saying and say, wow, yeah, he's right. Well, then I'm letting my light shine. So then you let your light shine today. Don't be lying. Don't be in maliciousness. Don't be in low vibrations. Why? If you are I am, then why do you feel a low vibration? You just simply shifted. Of course, your mind and your feelings are going to be swayed and pulled sometimes and get distracted, because that's all this is. I'm always telling you guys that. I know that shit probably make y'all feel some type of way. I don't really care about it because it's just true. And it's time y'all just start accepting the truth. I always say that y'all need to stop focusing on what the fuck these niggas is out here doing. What are you doing? That's all you need to know. What am I doing today? What am I going to do? So if a nigga do some crazy shit, I'm going to focus on my attention on the crazy shit that this nigga's doing instead of what am I going to do because he's doing this crazy shit. Y'all the type of nigga that get into a fight and wait to get hit first to decide what you going to do? Or you already I aming that nigga before he even get his hands up to defend himself? I am nigga, what's up? I got a right hook like the bronze bomber. It's called I am. And it always land. And when it land, you always got stars going around your shit. Every time. There's nothing you can do about it. It's so powerful. It's just like when a bronze bomber hits your ass. When it connect, you're stunned. Every time. Because there's nothing you can do to stop me from doing that. I told you. They had a nigga locked up with chains on his hands and ankles with some county clothes on, talking about you're not going home. And I emmed myself and I got out of there. There were 4 charges. They were all dropped. There's nothing that can stop that. So then why would I worry about what they were doing? That's what they were trying to get me to do. Yeah, you're going to be locked down for this. You're going to have a felony. You're going to this and this. You're going to have a $12,000 bond. You're not going home, and you're this and you're... I am free. I am home. Watch how you can't stop me from going there. Wow, I can feel the sheets on my bed. I'm laying in my bed right now, chilling. So I don't know what you niggas out here is in this 3D thinking that you can say something or do something to change I am. You can't. You see? I'm an asshole to the enemy. I'm austere about it. Austere means unsmiling. When I'm dealing with the enemy, it's not a fucking joke. And I'm not playing. It's life or death, nigga. We fight against spiritual powers and principalities. If y'all don't understand that, then your ass out here sleepy in 3D. You're asleep in the 3D. You're not awake. You see? Awake means aware of who you are. That's what awake means. All these things talking about something. Yeah, are you awakened? Are you awakened? Awakened means you know exactly who you are. See? You have to know exactly who you are to be fully awakened, or else you're not awakened. The thing, when you're in a coma, and your ass comes awake, they're going to say, what's your name and what's today's date? So they want to know who the hell you are when you come out the fucking thing to make sure that you're okay. Well, it's the same thing here. If you're walking around and you're saying you're somebody and that's not actually who you are, then your ass is asleep. You see? Now, I told you, the world was in a great night. Y'all think because the sun comes up and it goes down and then it comes night at night, that's nighttime. No, night is a period of time on creation when darkness is going to reign on the earth and wickedness is going to rise. That's happened now. See, that's where the earth is at now, coming out of the night into the day, which is God's judgment, called the day of the Lord. See, the day. It's a long night, and we've been in that long night, but we are children of the day, scriptures say. We're not children of the night. See? You see how he's always making it clear in his word? You just have to understand it through the spirit, which is have to be a children of light, which means you are children of the breath, which means you have Abba Yah in you. You have I am in you. I am is you. It's whether you believe that or not. It's whether you believe so or not. Look, Yahushua said you will do greater things than what he did. Now, Yahusha also said he was the Son of God. He was one with the Father, he said. So if Yahusha is one with the Father, and yet he's done these miraculous things, like bringing someone from the dead back to life again, and you will do greater things than that, then you are not one with the Father as well? Shake off all of their lies that they've put on you. Don't be mad at me for telling you that beautiful thing about yourself. Shake off the lies that they put on you. You're not mad at them for lying to you. You're mad at me for telling you the truth. Y'all the slaves on the plantation with the chains. I'm unlocking the chains off. And you're like, no, man. The master's going to come get us, man. He told me this. That's actually what's happening. Now see, don't be mad because you're the slave with the chain. Be happy that you're the slave being set free. Y'all need to have a paradigm shift in your thinking and have gratitude. Stop being so goddamn spoiled. Thinking that everything's supposed to happen good for you. And when something doesn't good happen for you, then everything's just fucked up. It's not. Everything is working together for the good of those who love God. And if you love God then and are called according to his purpose, then guess what? It's all for your good. So then you should have gratitude for everything that happens to you. Canelo Alvarez fought Floyd Mayweather. Floyd Mayweather beat the shit out of Canelo Alvarez. Didn't he? He took his ass to school. Gave his ass a boxing lesson. And Canelo Alvarez ain't better for it? He didn't become a better fighter because of that? So then he should hate Floyd Mayweather. Or should he have gratitude for an opponent called Floyd Mayweather who made him better? Fuck out of here with y'all bullshit, man. We are men and women over here in the kingdom. We are male and female. We don't know what y'all niggas are out there tripping. Y'all are baby's kids. That's what you are. If y'all deny that kind of understanding, if you deny that type of wisdom, if you deny that power, if you deny the spirit, then you are a fool. It's that simple. There's only one sin you can't be forgiven for, and what is that? Blasphemy of the Holy Spirit. So be set apart today, y'all, and come back home. Silwam Yisrael.